Maryland and Georgetown getting together for the first time in 9 years. Not the season opener, but it is the home opener here in the Xfinity Center, and it's a good one. Myles Rice, transfer from Indiana, not in the starting lineup. He didn't play Monday. He's battling injuries. He is going to play tonight.
Yeah, scoring points coming from Indiana. Averaged about 10 points a game last year. They're going to need his creativity and shot making on the perimeter tonight.
It's the deep lob and paying the finish, and that's exactly what you were just talking about.
Adams, look at Rice. We're in the shot clock. The fade away from the left wing. It's good.
Nice.
How about that? Myles Rice hits a triple. Intercepted by Rice. He'll go coast to coast, off the glass, and score!
After a game like this so early in the season, do you focus more on those first 4 minutes of each half and the struggles, or do you focus more on the glass half full?
That day was a really tough day. Waking up that morning, obviously, first thing I did, call my mom. Just like, hey, happy birthday, I love you, mama. You know, all that good stuff that you tell your mom on her birthday. But a couple hours later, I had to call her back. Kind of had to just tell her that her son had cancer. When you hear cancer, it's just automatically, you just go off the deep end. And it's kind of hard not to. Shoot, I know I could hear it in her voice. She was a little upset and just worried about her son, as she should be. But we leaned on each other, and we just made sure that we always going to be strong throughout the whole entire process, and made sure that we just got through it together. Shoot, I was like working out back home in Atlanta with my dad. My auntie, she seen my neck was kind of swollen. I didn't think it was anything crazy. Being able to work out as normal as I was, live everyday life just like how I'm living, and nothing seemed out of the ordinary. When I got to Washington State, we did a biopsy as soon as I landed, and the results came back from that biopsy, and they found out I had cancer, which was Hodgkin's lymphoma. I had a port right above my heart that they did surgery on, and that's where they would inject the chemotherapy at. Probably the longest 2 months of my life, like the hardest stretch of my life ever. I was sleeping for like 16 to 17 hours a day. I would just take 2 bites of food and I'd be like, I'm done, I'm not really hungry. I dropped probably like 25 pounds. Yeah, it was hard, man. And there were those thoughts creep into your mind, but I just stayed true to my faith and, you know, my foundations and my family and everything, and they all just uplifted me and got me through it.
I didn't really know the whole situation, but I just knew like a little bit of it. My relationship with Myles started my freshman year at Washington State. A couple people were telling me like, oh, you and Myles you guys are gonna be good friends, I could tell. And at first I'm like, what? Who is this kid? Like, I don't know him. I already don't like him off the rip. So I kind of didn't like him at first. And then he came and it just clicked. I don't know how and I don't know why it just happened like that. And then from then on, he was like a brother to me. So that's my guy.
All my teammates at Washington State and that coaching staff and the entire Puma community, I'm not gonna lie, like they had my mom's back, they had my family's back, they had my back through thick and thin. Like, they just did everything they could for me.
Well, here's a little dose of perspective for you. Washington State fans disappointed in the loss to Oregon today, but what a win here for Myles Rice, ringing the bell. We all remember he was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma in September.
Being able to ring that bell in front of the people that I started this journey with, basically, and they get to see me on the other side of it, was everything I could ask for.
He literally beat death. I say it all the time. He inspires me every day just to keep pushing no matter what.
A phrase that me and my father came up with was, all you need is one. And we was just saying all you need is one, basically saying like all we need is one more day. And then as we like kind of just kept doing it and kept saying it, it kind of became like our thing and how I can inspire others. The one represents the one thing that you feel like is the motivating factor for you to chase your goals or chase your dreams or whatever it is. It relates to everybody in their own individual way, but it also unites us because we're all just trying to strive to be our better selves at the end of the day.
I love his story. I love his spirit. I love who he is as a person, how his mom and dad have raised him.
We probably had like an hour conversation. We was just talking about life and everything that we both have overcame and how we didn't let our past or our obstacles define us. And that conversation kind of sealed the deal that I knew Buzz was a real guy. And like I said, I've been loving it ever since I've been here at Maryland playing for him.
Tapped out, beautiful tap out.
He's been through everything. He's become a kind of a figure and a staple of people that fought for their lives. So
you know, it's just two young men that came from the West Coast. Now we're taking over DC, man.
We do this as a squad, as a unit. It ain't just one of us, it's all of us. Check in.
No bull.
Check in.
he showed me a lot about life, like never take anything too serious. Put your focus in and put your mental to it, but you gotta look at every day as a blessing. You gotta look at every moment as a blessing and, you know, carry on, move forward.
They haven't faced adversity all year for real. Not like this. And we gotta believe in one another. Keep believing for 20 more minutes, man.
Most people would say is that you find out a lot about yourself when you're in the process of like what I went through. But I think it's completely opposite. I think it's once you're done with it, how are you able to handle the things that come after that? Still have that same mindset of, okay, I gotta stay hungry. I gotta do all the things that got me through that and continue to do it at an even higher level.
Family!
Going through the process made me stronger, and I'm super grateful. The ones in my corner, they just, that's everything I could ask for, man. Like, honestly.